Big question is, in the midst of all this, can I get anything done on the house? Hey, you hungry? I'll get you something. Here, you'll like, this is some yummy hay for you. Oh man, it's fun when you get new hay, isn't it? Everyone's excited. The backstory is 6 years ago we bought this farm. We've been vlogging about it on YouTube for about 4 years. Then we found mold in our house, and I've really struggled to get this job done. A huge renovation remediation. Now our twins are in the NICU, and I still need to get this job done. So I'm gonna try to put in a day of work today. This project has been in suspended animation since Bree went into the hospital weeks and weeks ago. But this is where we are, pouring a footer on this side of the house. And the hole is not quite completely dug yet. We need to widen it and go just a tiny bit deeper before we can pour concrete. You guys gonna help me out? Everyone get a shovel. Gather those tools as well. Those can be really useful. And we'll start digging. Yeah, outside and inside. Let's start by siphoning the water. No, that's not poop. We'll start by siphoning the water out of this here. I don't think there's tadpoles in it because it's really new water. It's not had water in it, but it rained a ton and got water in it just now. I'm gonna try to get a siphon started here to drain this water out so we can actually dig. Okay, we got a siphon. While that's siphoning out, we can start over here where it's not totally wet. Quite a bit, but a lot of this is just silt that's washed in, so we gotta get that out first. And then everything else should be pretty soft because it's wet. So we'll have to clean out all the silt and get down to solid dirt. And then we'll go a little bit deeper to get our frost depth here. Thank you, Brighton. This takes determination to do a few gallons, just a few ounces at a time. Basically, as soon as we started working, it starts raining. And there's lightning right up here. We're probably gonna take a little break and just stay out of the rain. Let's go down, let's go in the front door of the house for a second and stay dry. Come on, Wilder, I don't want you getting soaking. Stay inside, Brighton. Alright, here you go. You need this. Click the key. You gotta turn it just a little bit to get the car to roll the windows down. Go. When you come back when you're done, bring me my keys. I left my windows down in the car. So what's happening is our ditch is just filling back up with water. The way the grading is right now, that's what happens when it rains. It won't be like that finally, but it's coming up on lunchtime and it's just pouring rain. So we're gonna take the kids, I'm gonna take the kids up to the house. My mom is here. Then I'm gonna try to come back if it's not raining and actually get the water out of the ditch, keep digging, and then prep for concrete. All right guys, let's go. Let's go, jump in the car. Little soggy in here, love that. All right guys, everybody in.
Hey, Dad. Daddy.
What?
Can I go to the big pine tree and then you come pick me up?
No, get in, it's time. This was not a rainstorm you want to get caught with your pants, your window down, because it poured. Crazy summer rainstorm. I brought this up from the homestead. This is hot sauce we fermented like 10 to 11 months ago. So we'll try that out later. All right. We're gonna run one errand, get rid of the household trash, and then hopefully it'll have stopped raining to the point where I can actually go get back to work. Feels better to have food in my stomach. You may wonder why I am working in the house during this time. And it's kind of a complicated answer. The house should have been done a long time ago. And I have procrastinated, among other things, and also really struggled with anxiety. I would say anxiety and depression. Just really, I've struggled personally. I haven't made the progress I should have on the house. It should be done long time ago. It's not though. But in this mad time when our twins are in the NICU, why am I trying to work on it now? The answer is really one word. And that word is home. It's because among all the other challenges, this desire in my heart and in Brianna's heart and in the kids' heart to be home and have a home that's not just a place we're renting, a place we can just settle into and be a family is huge. And while I do actually cherish this line, home is wherever I'm with you, that's true. Whether we're in the rental house or living in the camper or whether we have to move back to Asheville while I finish the house on the homestead, where we are is our home. Still, there remains in our hearts this need to just be settled, be done with all the transitions, and have our spot. And so my goal is just to push as hard as I can and get as much done as I can, even if we can't move into the house in a couple months when the babies come home. At least I'll be that much closer to moving into it after that point. So that's what I'm pushing for home. And that's why I'm doing this thing that actually, it feels crazy to me, is trying to carve out time away from visiting the babies, away from the family, away from other work, to actually make progress. So back to it I go with a ham sandwich in my stomach. I feel stronger already. All right, we're getting close on this ditch. My plan here is just to widen it slightly, run all the way down, pull all the silt out of the bottom, dig back down to that undisturbed soil, and then prep for concrete. There's not a lot of digging left to do. We've got basically 15 inches for width. We have our depth for the frost line in all but one section. So it's just a matter of kind of finishing this out. And yeah, it sucks that I'm doing it from the inside of the house, because every bit I pull out, I have to carry out later from these piles, but it's way easier to dig this and dig it square from in here than it is from outside. So that's what I'm doing. At the beginning of this video, I told you our twins are in the NICU. Well, who's there with them? Brianna, Bree, my wife is there. And she just sent me 3 really amazing videos of our daughter, Truly, and our son, Royal. So I'm just gonna jump to those videos right now. This is my little peek as well into their day, even though I'm a long way away.
Oh, you're so pretty. You don't open your eyes and say hi to your brothers and sisters? You gonna open them? Hello. You're so awake right now, my beautiful boy. Your siblings are gonna love you. They're gonna love you so much. What are you doing? Where are you going? You're so beautiful.
Those little baby faces. Those little babies, I love them so much, and I miss them. Honestly, when I'm here, I'm just constantly thinking about them. And again, it feels crazy to be here, but I have been in the hospital every day but 3 days in the past 2.5 weeks that they've been breathing air like the rest of us. And I'll probably be down there tomorrow, but we've been there every day, one or the other of us. Hey, you came to see my progress? What do you think? Thanks for watching them.
Yeah, we only let him sleep about an hour and 10 minutes and got him up,
Oh, good.
and that'll help him go to bed tonight.
Nice.
Yeah. Come on, big boy.
All right, big boy.
Let's go get
Go with Grandma. Go jump in the creek.
cleaned up in the creek.
I'm not the jump into the creek because it will make me dirty.
No, it'll make you cleaner compared to what you are now.
You can't get dirtier than you are now. Okay, rebar is in place. 2 pieces of 1/2-inch rebar, spaced with little rebar chairs, and all tied together. Next is concrete. But it's actually not concrete, it's actually carrying concrete is the next job, which is a job in and of itself. Because the concrete is right there, and the footer I'm pouring is actually on the far side of the house. I couldn't get him to put it any closer. Well, I could have, but I thought it was going to get in the way of doing this digging, but he's not been able to come do this digging yet, so I could have had it put here, but I didn't know that. I'm holding off another minute or 2 on moving concrete. I'm just watching this storm develop, hopefully pass by to the west, but it may hit us. And the reason I'm waiting, because if I'm carrying concrete, I'm gonna have exposed piles there, no plastic on them, and here. I don't want to carry it through the rain, and it would be too much hassle to take it out from under plastic and put them back under plastic up here. So I need to do this job start to finish without this imminent threat of rain. While I'm waiting, I'm going to try to solve a problem. You saw how fast this ditch filled up with water when it rained. Most of the problem is right there. It's possible, though, we've actually crushed the line back in here running a machine over it. And so it's possible that cleaning it out won't even help. If you're seeing this video, it means I didn't get struck by lightning while doing this job. I don't think we're gonna miss this storm. If you've never lived in the mountains, you've never had this experience, but in a windstorm, you have this experience. You can hear the wind on the whole mountain because there's a clear line of sight to about 10 acres of woods here, and you can actually hear the sound off all those trees. You can hear the wind on the whole mountain sides all the way up there and all the way up there behind these trees. Okay, here comes the rain. It's raining lightly between us and this hill, and it's raining heavy between us and that back one, and it's coming this way fast. I'm getting out of here before I get hammered by rain. It'll be too dark to work after the rain passes, so we'll just have to see how that ditch does, whether it fills with water. If it does, we'll have to siphon it out just as dry as we can get it. And then carry and pour concrete, hopefully tomorrow. I'm done down there. I can't carry concrete in the rain.
Yeah.
Clean your room?
Yeah.
Why?
So that we could play the Oregon Trail.
You've been watching me. You've been asking me, can we play Oregon Trail for 2 days? And when did you play it last? 6 months ago or something? So I said, no, 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 no. And then I said, sure, if you clean your room. Does your room normally stay spotless?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
How bad was it?
Not
Pretty bad?
Very bad. Mine wasn't very bad because I cleaned it recently.
How long did you work on it for?
Like an hour.
About an hour. Okay, great. I'm gonna inspect. All right, it's always a little scary when the inspector walks onto the job site. Well, not really, but it can be.
This is where I color with and I draw.
They got about a 90% score, but they still have to vacuum and pick up a few corners that I found. What are we eating? What are we eating for supper, Wilder?
Pesto pasta.
Pesto pasta? Yummy. To answer the question, can I make progress on the house while all this madness is going on? I think the answer is yes. Today, what I did, and no more, was take the next step. And then tomorrow I'll take the next step. And that's to me like this minimum success. So I was overall happy with that today. I mean, what else can I ask for? I could have taken 2 steps, but that would have meant it not raining. So I'd still be down there working otherwise.
We'll pass it to you, okay?
Who would like to try this hot sauce? This Anna and I made this 10 months ago, and the ingredients are just hot peppers, salt, and then after it fermented, we add some vinegar. I think that's all the ingredients. This is one of my favorite recipes from our fermenting course. It has a really unique, just complex flavor that I think you can really only get through fermenting. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Did everyone try it?
Mm-hmm.
Who likes hot sauce though?
Me and Bob are the biggest fans of it. I don't like spicy hot sauce.
Really?
I'm one.
The reason I like this hot sauce is because it's not just hot. It actually has a nice flavor too. And so it's not just burn your brains out. It's very hot though, which I like. Yes, sir. I talked to Mama on the phone. She's been with the babies and she will be back in about an hour from now. Yep, so about 7 o'clock.
Wait, go, Dad. Can we watch something?
Seconds joyful? Seconds on the food, seconds on the hot sauce.
It's for us.
Nice.
You can sit beside me?
How was your day at the hospital?
It's good.
Good.
I wish I could spend the night there. They used to have NICU rooms, like sleeping rooms, that you
Yeah.
could stay in, so you could check on your babies at night. But
Oh, wow.
because of COVID, they don't let you. I don't really see what the difference is in me being there all day and me being there in a sleeping room, but anyways. Well, I did talk, the nurse, the head nurse today, when I was talking to her about it, she felt so bad. And it's not the nurses or even the NICU manager. But our babies are very fat. I mean, you know, do you want to know how much they weigh? So the babies didn't gain any weight last night. So they put them on something called MCT oil to give them more fat to help them gain. But before that, they've been doing really good. And Truly actually weighs 3 pounds, 7 ounces now. So she's almost back at her birth weight. And Royal, little fat boy, weighs 3 pounds, 12 ounces.
What?
And he was 2 pounds, 8 ounces when he was born, and then they both lost a bunch.
That's amazing.
That's what babies do. But he's far surpassing her
In weight.
in weight. He still has more breathing issues than her. But today was a really good day. I got to hold them both for 2 hours instead of just 1, which was really nice. And I just got to be there all day, which is really nice.
Good night. Thanks for joining us. Here's the songs of Mountain Evenings.